son of Muhammad bin Laden, Saudi Arabia's wealthiest construction magnate. Osama bin Laden graduated from King Abdul Aziz University in Jeddah. Later on, he established a terrorist organization, Al Qaeda. Osama bin Laden, born in 1957 in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, died on May 2, 2011, abbottabad, Pakistan, was mastermind of numerous terrorist attacks against United States and other Western countries, which included the 2000 suicide bombing of the US warship Cole and attacks on the World Trade Center, New York, and Pentagon in Washington. On September 11, 2001, President Obama, the President of the United States, gave his consent to the killing of Osama bin Laden. Pakistani government may have said that they don't know the whereabouts of Osama bin Laden, but most of the US officials believed that there were a number of people in Pakistan who knew the whereabouts of Osama bin Laden. US officials are of the opinion that they even knew where Osama was putting up. The most feared Osama bin Laden, who had killed thousands and thousands of Americans, had become necessary to be eliminated before he killed few more people. The United States of America conducted Operation Neptune. United States military manhunt had started since the beginning of the war in Afghanistan, but Osama had escaped to Pakistan with the support of Pakistanis around December 2001. This mission was led by Central Intelligence Agency and with the Joint Special Operations Command. With the approval of American President Barack Obama, some 2,000 Navy SEAL officers in two Black Hawks raided Abbottabad. This operation was conducted from the Afghan city Jalalabad from the distance of around 120 miles. Within 40 minutes of raid, Osama bin Laden, with three others, were shot down around 1 a.m. in the night. The dead body of Osama was taken to Afghanistan for the identification, and thereafter he was buried in the Arabian Sea, some 850 miles away from Jalalabad, city of Afghanistan. The most ridiculous part of the whole episode was that after confirmation of Laden's death by the Al-Qaeda on May 6th, Tehrik-Taliban Pakistan, a terrorist group, vowed retaliation against United States and against Pakistan for failing to prevent the American raid. 90% of the Americans supported the killing of Osama, and on the other side, 90% of the Pakistanis disagreed to this. Isn't it ridiculous? Even after the black deeds of Osama, there were people who supported him. Few people talked about the legal and ethical aspects of the killing. However, the killing was welcomed by United Nations, the European Union and NATO, as well as large number of international organizations and governments. The funniest part of the whole episode was failure of terrorist country Pakistan's Air Force and its military and intelligence agencies to detect and intercept American raid. Osama bin Laden was hiding in Pakistan since 9 years, and as the Pakistan government says, they never knew about him, is really fantastic. Later on, just to appease the Americans, a commission was formed by the Pakistan's government to investigate the circumstances of the assault which resulted in the killing of Osama at Abbottabad and the failure of Pakistan's military and intelligence agencies which led to the Osama's hiding. The search of Osama started in 2002 and it resulted in years of investigation. Ultimately, in 2010, these long years of investigation led to a courier who was followed to the Abbottabad compound and the surveillance was conducted. Osama had always communicated through couriers rather than by other electronic media platforms. Osama bin Laden was known not to use phones since 1998, when bases in Afghanistan were attacked by missiles by tracking a satellite phone. It is said that a prisoner named Hassan Gul in 2014 had revealed to US officials about the courier Al-Kuwaiti through whom Osama bin Laden used to communicate. Gul had said Al-Kuwaiti was very close to Osama as well as Khalid Sheikh Mohammed and Muhammad's successor Abu Faraz al-Libi. Later on, when Abu Faraz al-Libi was made captive in 2005, he revealed to CIA that Osama's carrier was Maulvi Abd al-Khaliq and denied knowing Al-Kuwaiti. US officials suspected that Al-Kuwaiti must be putting up with Osama bin Laden. Later on, it was confirmed that Al-Kuwaiti, whose real name was Ibrahim Said Ahmed, with his brother Abrar and their families, were living with Osama bin Laden in abbottabad's compound. Where Osama bin Laden was found hiding was a three-storied building located about 2.5 miles away from the city of Abbottabad and about 100 miles from Afghanistan border. The compound was surrounded by 12 to 18 feet high wall topped with barbed wire. The third balcony had 7 feet tall wall enough to hide the 6 feet 4 inches tall bin Laden. The compound had no internet or landline telephone service, and unlike other neighborhoods, the waste was burnt in this Abbottabad compound. It is said that the CIA rented a house in Abbottabad from where this compound was observed. In addition to Black Hawks, the helicopters used in raid, it was planned to attack the compound with B-2 Spirit stealth bombers. Joint operation with Pakistani forces were also considered, but President Obama had different opinion. He had the feeling that Pakistani forces and Pakistani government cannot be relied on. It is said that around 75 commandos and a dog were involved in this mission. In a raid, Osama bin Laden was killed with 3 other men and a woman. Al-Kuwaiti tried to fire from his gun AK-47 but was overpowered and killed. You had been viewing Facts About the World. Please subscribe. Thank you for joining.